The judge already announced, he said, I will hold these people in contempt, and if the Justice Department refuses to prosecute them for contempt, I will appoint a lawyer to be a special prosecutor to prosecute these people. That won't stand either. No, under their system of separation of powers, it's the United States government that decides who to prosecute, not the judiciary. The judiciary doesn't have the power to prosecute. It may have the power to hold somebody in contempt. In the old days, the judge could actually put the person in a cell in the courthouse. And I've actually been in a cell in a courthouse. There are cells in the courthouse. But a judge can't make the United States government prosecute a case, and I don't think a judge can appoint a special prosecutor.
Well, this just keeps getting crazier and crazier. So apparently, District Court Judge Boasberg has now decided if the Supreme Court does not give him what he wants, and again, what he wants is to interfere with, quite frankly, the majority of the population who wants these violent criminal illegal immigrants deported from the country. Well, of course, President Trump does and is trying to do that as well, along with the DOJ, ICE, etc. Well, apparently, if District Court Judge Boasberg doesn't get his way via the Supreme Court, he's of the opinion he's just going to hire his own special prosecutor, and he'll do it his way. And that is an amazingly overreach on what a judge does. Judges judge. They do not hire and assign special prosecutors to give them what they want. And thank goodness somebody like Mr. Dershowitz is getting involved, because Alan Dershowitz, who is definitely not historically a Republican by any stretch, has got to be so befuddled by what Judge Boasberg is doing to have to get himself involved and speak up. And that's a good sign. When it's gotten so bad that Alan Dershowitz has to speak up, the good news is the country's on the right path. So is the DOJ, so is President Trump. The bad news is we absolutely have some out of control activist judges who just aren't interfering with the will of the president, the Department of Justice, ICE, the administration, etc., but the will of the people, and trying to take the law into their own hands. And that's an incredibly dangerous situation. Hopefully, the Supreme Court is able to put an end to this, because quite frankly, our own safety is at risk the longer and longer it takes to get these violent criminal gang member illegal immigrants deported from our country. Let me know in the comments what you think. Have you been following this? Was this the first time you heard about what Judge Boasberg is trying to do now? Are you grateful that Alan Dershowitz is getting involved? I suspect part of this whole issue is surrounding due process. How do you feel about due process? I'm of the opinion these people are getting due process. So I think that's a smokescreen. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Want to see more like this? Then definitely subscribe. And if you know somebody else who wants to get involved in the comment section, by all means, share it with them. And until next time, as always, God bless. Love you all.